All right, beautiful. Thank you for joining me for a yoga and meditation class that I'm calling the Friday 40. It is 20 minutes of floor-based gentle yoga and 20 minutes of beginner-friendly meditation. There's no prior yoga or meditation experience necessary. You don't need any fancy yoga props for this class. You'll want a yoga mat or a carpeted area. And you might want a blanket or pillow nearby for meditation, but it's not necessary. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can sit in Sukhasana easy pose with one foot in front of the other, or you could even have your feet in front of you. And you can just take a moment and rock back and forth, side to side. Start to feel your body on the floor, evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones. Sit up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, relax your jaw, and take a deep, life-giving breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And this might be the first time today that you've stopped and just noticed your breath. So as you inhale, feel your chest rise. And as you exhale, feel your chest fall. Inhale, notice your ribs gently expanding with the breath in. Exhale, notice your ribs gently contracting with the breath out. This time as you inhale, observe the temperature of air coming into your nostrils. And as you exhale, notice the temperature of air coming out of your nostrils. Maybe a little bit warmer, a reminder that we are 90-something degrees and very much alive. Inhale and exhale. And our breath is the first layer to a yoga practice. So if at any point during class you find that you're holding your breath, you can't breathe, maybe you're like making a face and gritting your teeth, that's usually a sign that you've gone a little bit too far. Especially in this class, we want to be really gentle and compassionate towards ourselves. So make your breath your number one priority throughout class. Remember that you are your greatest teacher. I will guide you, but I want you to listen to your body and use this time just to get to know yourself a little bit better. We're going to start to connect our breath with our body movements by warming up our shoulders and arms. So as you inhale through your nose, sweep your arms out and then up overhead, hands together. Exhale through your nose, pull your hands through heart center like you're saying a little prayer. Arms down. We'll do that again. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Palms together. Exhale through your nose, pull your hands through heart center. Good. One more time. Inhale, arms out and up. Think about inhaling at the same rate you move your arms. Exhale, pull hands through heart center. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. And then place your hands outside of your hips. A little bit of stability, right? Pushing your fingertips into the floor so that your spine can be nice and tall. We're going to start by moving our neck spine. Take an inhale breath through your nose. Sit up tall, and on the exhale breath, tilt your right ear towards right shoulder, stretching the left side neck. And it's worth noting that I'm not mirroring you. So it might look like I'm moving my head to the left when in fact I am moving my head to the right. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movement throughout class. Just know that I will do the right side of postures first, unless I forget, which sometimes happens. Slowly roll your head down, chin to chest. And then roll your left ear towards left shoulder, stretching the right side body. So we all have like strengths and opportunities for growth in all of our professions. And one of my not strengths is left versus right. So if left and right is also hard for you, I'm right there with you. Slowly roll your head down, chin to chest. Let your head hang heavy. Notice if you're starting to lean forward, round forward, or hunch forward, lift your chest, roll your shoulders back and down your spine, relax your jaw, and now let your head drop. So it's just the neck spine moving at the beginning of class. Good. From here, gently lift your nose and chin, look straight ahead, and then lift nose and chin, look up towards the ceiling or even back to the wall behind you. Again, we're just moving the cervical spine at the beginning of class. So keep the rest of your back nice and tall, sitting up tall as you look up and back. Good. And slowly bring your head back to center, looking forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale through your nose, look over your right shoulder. So the spine moves in 6 different directions, right, left, backward, forward, twisting to each side. And we will do all of those multiple times in class, even in a 20-minute class. Look back and slowly come back to center. There's no rush going in or out of postures. Move at your own pace. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale through your nose, look over left shoulder. Keep your shoulders, hips pointing forward, so it's just your head moving. Imagine that if there were a wall behind you, you could lean your whole back and the profile of your face and left ear against that wall as you look back. Good, and slowly unwind, come back to center. Okay, bend your left leg, kick your right leg out. The wider you kick out your leg, the more you'll feel an inner thigh stretch. From here, take your right hand outside of your right thigh and reach your left arm long overhead for a side body stretch. Think about stretching your left arm up and then dropping the left shoulder down. Good. Option to stay here or take your right forearm to right thigh, maybe getting a little bit of a deeper stretch. Do try to keep the left hip, left knee on the floor. Option to stay here or bend your left elbow and pat yourself on the back for practicing yoga today. The hardest part of yoga is making it to class, and you all did that, right? Good for you. So you're here and now you just get to enjoy. Great. If your elbow is bent, lengthen the arm again, and then slowly press yourself up to center. Take your left hand outside of left hip, right hand outside of right hip, kick your left leg out, right leg in, and reach your right arm long overhead. So lengthen through the arm, drop the shoulder down, roll the right rib cage back so the shoulders stack one on top of the other. Breathe through your nose. Option to stay here or bring left forearm to left thigh, coming down a little deeper. Option to stay here or bend your right elbow and pat yourself on the back for something else you're proud of this week. And even if you're not bending your elbow, still take a moment here just to affirm that you've made it through the week, right? You're on your Friday. This class is intended to help us transition to the weekend. Good for you. Beautiful. If your right elbow is bent, lengthen the right arm again, and then slowly press yourself up. Take both hands outside of your hips. Keep your left leg out, and then kick your right leg out. Can take a moment here, stick your butt out a little bit, point your toes, flex your toes, point your toes, flex your toes, maybe draw circles clockwise, counterclockwise, working out the ankle joints, maybe some windshield wiper action, and then just gently flex your toes back ever so slightly. So just a little bit of activation in the feet. From here, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms face forward, exhale, fold forward, hands to floor in front of you. Rather than rounding forward, roll your shoulders back and down, arch your spine, stick your butt out a little bit, breathe. And on the exhale breath, if you'd like, fold, get a little deeper. Beautiful. Press yourself back up. Take your hands outside of your thighs, slide your legs together. And once again, you can point your toes, flex your toes, draw circles, clockwise, counterclockwise, windshield wiper. Good. And then just gently point your toes, just a little bit of activation in the feet. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms face forward, exhale, fold. You can have your hands outside of your hips, your knees, your calves. If nobody's ever told you, a lot of what yoga postures look like has to do with our body proportions rather than our flexibility or strength. So if you, like me, have a long torso and short legs, sorry, got a little out of focus there. If you, like me, have a long torso and short legs, it's pretty easy to touch your hands to your feet, right? This doesn't actually have to do with my flexibility. This is just body proportions. If you have long legs, I'm so jealous, but also, right, your hands might more naturally come towards your thighs rather than your feet, and that's really normal. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. Good. Press your hands up, coming back up to center. Right, from here, we're going to bend our legs again, either sitting crisscross applesauce or in Sukhasana, easy pose with one foot in front of the other. Place your hands on your knees, and we're going to cat-cow here for a moment in a seated position. Inhale, stretch up. I'm going to show you from the side. Exhale, drop your head, round your spine like a cat, meow. So there's a seated cat-cow, and there's also a tabletop cat-cow, which we'll do in a moment. On your next inhale breath, stick your butt out. We're going to move into cow pose. Look up, lift your chin and chest, open through your heart space, roll your shoulders back and down. Let's do that again. Exhale through the nose, round your spine, cat pose, meow. Drop your head down, press your hips to ribs, ribs to hips, belly button to spine. cow pose. Move your butt back, press your chest forward, roll shoulder blades back and down, looking up and back, arch the spine. Last round, exhale, cat pose. It's extension to the spine, compression to the abdominal wall, slide shoulder blades scapula apart. And cow pose, extension to the front of the body, compression to the spine, squeeze shoulder blades scapula together. Exhale into a neutral spine position, sitting up nice and tall. Great. Take a moment, identify left, identify right. Don't mix them up. Here we go. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your left hand to right knee, right hand close behind you like a second spine. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. So now the whole spine is twisting. Notice if you're leaning back or to the right, sit up nice and tall, evenly distribute your body weight on both of your butt cheeks. So it's just your spine moving rather than your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, look back, twist. Good, slowly unwind. Come back to center. We'll do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale through your nose, right hand to left knee, left hand close behind you. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest, keep your eyes open. Look for the wall behind you. Where your eyes go, body will know to follow. What the mind can conceive, the body can achieve with a little bit of hard work, determination, patience, and compassion. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look back, twist. Good, slowly, carefully unwind. Come back to center. And we're going to make our way onto all fours in a tabletop position. So take a moment here. You want your knees about hip width distance, knees under hips, and hands about shoulder width distance, wrists under shoulders. Pro tip, if you have sensitive knees, you can roll up your yoga mat and or grab a little blanket, place it under your knees, and now you've got some extra padding there. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, your palms, and the space between your index finger and thumb so that you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. Inhale through your nose. And on the exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Drop your head down, keep your shoulders out of your ears. You're moving your hips forward as you push the floor away from you. Inhale, cow pose, drop your abdomen down, move your tailbone up, look up, roll the shoulders back and down, arch the spine. Exhale, cat pose. Pull the abdomen in. In both cat and cow, you want to keep your shoulders out of your ears. Inhale, cow pose. Imagine there's a number 2 pencil in between your shoulder blades and you want to squeeze it together. You're really stretching, opening through the chest. Last round, exhale, cat pose, round the spine. And on your next inhale, cow pose, bend the spine, looking up and back. Great, come into a neutral spine position, looking forward. Okay, look towards your hands. Bring your right foot in between your hands, right foot on the floor. And from here, you can slide your left knee back. And again, you might want to adjust so that that knee stays underneath a padded area if you're doing extra padding under your knee. So a nice runner's lunge here. We're opening up the left hip. Option to keep your hands on the floor, or you can play around with maybe tenting your fingers and pressing up. Or you can even play around with really pressing your right foot into the floor, placing your hands on your knees and maybe lifting up. Maybe even hands behind you. Drop the shoulders, do a little back bend. Great. If your hands are off the floor, slowly return your hands to the floor. You're going to move your hips up and back, and then start to sink your hips down towards your left heel so that the front leg straightens. Flex your right toes back towards your face, roll the shoulders back and down, keep your neck long. This is called the half splits. And if you've ever wanted to do the splits, this is a really good place to start. Just stretching the calf and hamstring. Good, move your hips forward, place your right foot back down on the floor, and then slide your right knee back into your tabletop position. Let's do the other side. Take your left foot in between your hands, slide your right knee back, or you can walk your hands and feet forward, either way, to lengthen through the right hip, stretching the right hip flexor. Option to keep your hands on the floor or tent your fingers and start to play around with lifting up. Option to stay here or maybe even place your hands on your knees and lift up. Drop the shoulders, lift the chest, and if you're lifted, you can even put your hands on your lower back and do a little back bend. Great, slowly return your hands down towards the floor. Move your hips up and back, and then straighten that front left leg, flex the left toes back, sink the hips down, drop the shoulders, lift your chin and chest, keep your neck long, chest proud. And then move your hips forward, place your left foot back down on the floor, and bring your left knee back down. Good. Okay, let's regroup here, getting back into our tabletop position. Press the knuckles down. On your inhale breath, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling, look up. Nice little spine twist, heart opener. And on your exhale breath, place your right hand back down on the floor. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, place right hand back down on the floor, connecting the breath to the body. Inhale, reach your right arm, look up. And this time, if you'd like, exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Take your right hand underneath your left arm, palm faces up, and try to bring right shoulder, right ear to floor. This is called thread the needle. I will provide an alternative in a moment if thread the needle is not your thing today. If you are doing thread the needle, option to keep your left hand on the floor close to your face, or reach your left arm up towards the sky, drape it behind you, and catch your right thigh with your left hand. And again, if thread the needle, not your thing, that's totally okay. You can come back either sitting on your butt or sitting on your feet to stretch out the ankles. You'll take your right arm out to the right, swipe across your side body, bend the left arm up and pull back. Now you get the same deltoid stretch without putting weight on the shoulder. If you are in thread the needle and your left hand is draped behind you in a bind, start by reaching your left arm up towards the ceiling and then place your left hand back on the floor close to your face. Push your left hand down. Everybody together, unthread the needle. Inhale, reach your right arm up, look up. Exhale, place your right hand back down on the floor. Great, let's do the other side. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Eventually, shoulders stack one on top of the other. Exhale through your nose, place your left hand back down on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, left hand back down on the floor. Inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, thread the needle, take the left arm under the right arm, palm faces up, left shoulder to floor, left ear to floor. Option to stay here or reach your right arm up towards the ceiling and then drape it behind you. Eventually catch your left thigh with your right hand for a bind. Move your hips slightly forward so that your hips are over your knees. Breathe through your nose. If you're in thread the needle and your hand is draped behind you, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Place your right hand back on the floor close to your face, push the hand down. Everybody together, unthread the needle, inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, place your left hand back down on the floor. Great. Bring your big toes together. Open your knees a little bit wider and start to sink your hips back, child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Eventually, forehead to floor. One day, even hips down to the heels, but the hips can stay lifted, right? Take a moment here, reach the arms forward, sink the hips down, stretching out through the hips, the inner thighs, lower back, middle back, upper back, the neck and shoulders stretch out. Take an inhale through your nose, feel your ribs expand. And exhale through your nose, let your ribs contract. Beautiful. Look forward, place your hands on the floor, walk yourself back up, sitting up nice and tall. If you'd like a counter stretch, you can bring your hands behind you and maybe even interlace fingers behind you. Push your hands down, lift your chin and chest up, look up. Good. Slowly bring your back into a neutral position. If your fingers were interlaced, uninterlace your fingers. If you've had extra padding under your knees of the mat, you can lengthen that mat back out, turn and lie on your back. Savasana. Great. Bend your legs so that your feet are on the floor. Lift your feet off the floor. Place your hands on your shins or knees. Take a moment to rock right and left, just rolling out the back. Great. From here, squeeze your knees together. Take your arms out, palms face up,
and roll to the right so that your left hip stacks on top of right hip, left leg on top of right leg. Try to keep your left shoulder down on the floor. This is our final posture for today. It's a spine twist, and it's also an abdominal wall twist, good for digestion, especially during seasonal transitions where digestion can just get a little bit confused. It's nice just to twist the stomach here. Great. Slowly roll your hips back to center. Other side. We're going to roll to the left. Right hip stacks on top of left hip. Right leg on top of left leg. Right shoulder on the floor. I really believe, especially if you sit at a desk all day or you tend to hunch forward, even if you can't do a full yoga class every day, make sure you're doing some back bends every day, right? You just stand up, put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, and also make sure that you're doing some spine twists every day, even if it's like in your chair at your desk, right? Those are really good ways to keep the back active and to help your posture. Good. Slowly roll your right hip back down. Place your hands on your shins, knees. Get as compact as you can. You can lift your head off the floor, tuck your chin to your chest. You can even make a silly face here. Inhale through your nose. Getting as compact as possible. And when you're ready, open your mouth. Exhale through your mouth. Let everything go. Bring your arms and legs back down to the floor, head on the floor. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Anything you'd like to let go of, open your mouth. Sigh out the day, let it go. It's actually one of my favorite things about Zoom yoga is like, you can sigh as loudly as you want from home and nobody's going to hear you. So let's do it one more time just for fun. Inhale through your nose. And anything you'd like to let go of, let it go through the exhale breath. That was the yoga portion of our class. I switch it up a little bit every week, but again, the goal is just to do some gentle movements, right? Moving the spine in different directions, stretching out the hips, the shoulders, the legs, the arms, all that good stuff. But it'll be a little different every week. We're now going to transition into meditation. For meditation, you are welcome to continue to lie down on your back, either with your legs straight or knees bent, feet on the floor, knees rest together, which can be a little bit more support for the lower back. You can also roll off to the side and gently press yourself up and take your meditation in a seated position. And while you're kind of figuring out how you'd like to lie or sit for today, I'm going to explain a little bit about what meditation is and what meditation is not. So sometimes we think of meditation as a complete absence of thought, which might be true for some people, but is not true for me. I prefer to think of meditation as compassionate mind control. So, often in our day, and especially, in the last couple of years when there's just a lot of stress, I talk to people all the time who really have trouble focusing. Like something I hear frequently from friends and fellow yogis is like, I can't even read a chapter of a book for fun without my mind wandering. And sometimes when we lose focus, when we notice that, we can be really critical of ourselves, or we're not really sure what to do with that noticing. Meditation offers us a way to focus, to work on our focus, to hone our focus, but also to be really compassionate with ourselves when we notice that our mind is wandering. So a technique that I employ is whenever I notice my mind is wandering, or I've followed a certain thought or a feeling down a rabbit hole, I'll just compassionately tell myself thinking or feeling, and then kind of come back into my breath, back into my body, back into the meditation. There's no such thing as a good meditator or a bad meditator. There's simply people who meditate and people who do not. So for the sake of today, you are meditating. Let that be the first lesson in compassion and non-judgment, that you're not judging whatever comes up for you in the next 20 minutes. Now that you've settled in a little bit, I encourage you to find a little bit of stillness. Of course, if your foot falls asleep or something like that, you can always gently move your body, but in general, we want to find a little bit of stillness and breath throughout the meditation. I'm now going to light a candle as a symbolic gesture that we are entering a more intentional time, a more intentional space, being intentional with our breath, intentional with our body movement, and intentional with our thoughts. You are welcome to close your eyes. If closing your eyes is distracting,
You can do a soft, fuzzy gaze just beyond the tip of your nose. Take an inhale through your nose, feel your body rise. And then exhale through your nose, feel your body fall. Breathe in. And breathe out. I'm going to give us just 1 minute to be still and silent and listen to whatever it is that comes our way. For many of us, that was probably the first minute of our day with intentional silence and stillness. And particularly in a culture that values moving and, go, go, go at all times, it can be really jarring to go from sound and movement and feeling all the things and thinking everything to just being a little bit quiet. Sometimes for me, I feel anxious or bored, or I'm like, I'm not doing this right. And again, there's no such thing as a good or bad meditator. It's simply an opportunity for us to compassionately observe what's going on. And someone once described it to me like backing up computer files. If you back up your computer or download or upload files, whatever we do these days, if you do that once a day or once a week or even once a month, it doesn't take long. But if you only are backing up your computer like once a year, it takes a while, right? And same thing, if we don't have a consistent meditation practice, which is, really normal and there's nothing wrong with that. But when we do start to just be with our breath, be with our bodies, it can be a little jarring, or it can just take a while to settle in. So again, whatever your experience was in that minute, 60 seconds of silence, just turn towards that with love and compassion, reminding yourself that you're here, you're breathing, and you are meditating, right? Our thoughts and our feelings are like clouds. Sometimes they pass quickly. Sometimes they stay all day. Sometimes they're gray and stormy. Sometimes they're white and fluffy. We try to make shapes or even meaning out of them. It's important to remember that you are not the clouds. You are the sky. And with meditation, with observing our thoughts, observing our feelings as they pass, we realize that we're a lot bigger than what we're thinking or what we're feeling. These are simply things passing through us. We'll take 1 more minute of stillness. Take an inhale through your nose and an exhale through your nose. There's all different types of meditation. And today I'm going to offer a loving kindness meditation, which is something you may have practiced before or not. We're going to start by bring to your mind, to your heart, someone that it is easy to love, like a dear friend or family member or partner, someone that it's easy to love. Hold this person in your heart and your mind for a moment. And holding this person in your heart and your mind's eye, silently say towards them, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be at peace. Holding this person in your mind's eye for a moment longer. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose, let them go. Pause and reflect that it's very possible that you have been this person for someone else in a loving kindness meditation or prayer at some point in your life. Next, bring to your mind a neutral person in your life, like someone that you can picture their face, but you don't necessarily know their name. Maybe it's someone at your grocery store or a neighbor. Holding this person in your heart and your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Hold this person in your heart for another breath. Big breath in. On the breath out, let them go. And pause to acknowledge that it's very possible that you've been this person for someone in a loving kindness meditation or prayer. Next, bring to mind someone who it is not so easy to love. This could be someone you know personally or a public figure. You might sit with any feelings that come up, acknowledge them and let them pass like clouds in the sky. And holding this person in your mind's eye, in your heart, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. Holding this person in your heart for a breath longer as you practice compassion. Inhale. Exhale and let them go. Pause to reflect that it is possible that you have been this person in someone else's loving kindness meditation or prayer, and that we are all worthy of compassion and love. Next, turn towards your larger community, your group of family, friends, maybe coworkers, your people. You're a people. holding your circle in your mind's eye and your heart. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. Take a moment to breathe with your community. On the exhale, let them go. Pause to remember that you are someone else's people. You are part of a community. You are that circle for others. Yes, you. Yes, you. Now drawing your attention to our larger humanity, all the people on this earth, those born today, those that will die today, everyone in between. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. Holding your fellow earthlings in your mind, inhale. And exhale. Let them go. Zooming out a little wider to all of Earth's creatures, big and small, not just animals and insects, but plants and flowers and the dirt, and water and trees. And holding our earth in your mind's eye. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. And now zooming in towards yourself, turning back towards yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. For some of us, it is much easier to lavish compassion and kindness and love on others than it is on ourselves. If this resonates with you, meditation is a really wonderful place to start. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be at peace. And from me to you, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. May we be happy, healthy. May we be at peace. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. This is a loving kindness meditation. Take a few moments here just to sit and let that wash through you, over you, around you. Relaxing through the top of your head and shoulders, chest and abdomen. Soften through your arms and fingertips, spine and seat. Give your legs permission to relax. Let your feet be heavy on the floor. Breathing in and emptying out. You are welcome to stay in this relaxed state for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, I will count us down from 3, at which point you can move your body or slowly open your eyes or make any other gestures that just tells your body that you're shifting gears a little bit. Inhale through your nose. Let it go for 3, 2, 1. I am now going to blow out this candle as a symbolic gesture that our meditation time is ending. And I am letting the very real smoke clear the air as a reminder that when we take time to go inward, we literally change our relationship with the world around us. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope to practice with you all again soon. Bye, friends.